sitting here thinking about jail. I was thinking about how I went to jail. I was complaining to God about this situation, and he took me on to jail. But I've been to jail a lot. But this time when I went to jail, I was more open-minded. And I seen the beautifulness in jail. I see beauty in everything. I seen how they learn how to be content without the natural means man need, what man feel like they need to be content. And I was like, if they could be content in this situation, I could be content in my situation. Something wrong with my throat, so I don't know what that is. Always something, y'all. But I seen how I should have played it.
Welcome to a vacation that's so much more with Norwegian Cruise Line. I love Norway.
I seen how I seen how they said they hooked my heartbeat up to the ethers. I heard that last night, night before last. Something like that. I don't even know what that means. But I heard I seen how, and I was like, you know, I don't even know why I was complaining, because at least I can eat whatever I want to eat. Well, you know, sometimes. At least I can see one woman. You know, you can't even see a woman in there. It might not be your woman. Well, you can use that opportunity to teach yourself more discipline. You don't got a woman, but you can admire the fact that somebody else got one, and they doing good in their family. They taking care of their kids or whatever. Oh, it was a little slow. They taking care of their kids, you know. You can admire the fact. Give appreciation to that. You ain't gotta even say it to them. You know, thank God to see that. You know, you can walk around outside. You can't do that. You can't do that in jail. That's why I said this, whatever this is, it'll be good for prisoners that deserve that second chance to have to get through this, get out of jail, go through 5 to 10 years of this. And be observed and see if they manage. And it's livable, it's sustainable. I mean, outside of the fact of people telling you what to do, not letting you plant gardens and stuff, just doing overboard, just over the top stuff. Them kind of people just need to be locked up. They need to be in prison or something. Go on, get up out of here. But outside of that, it'll be good to help people. You know, have that second chance. You get that second chance, y'all. You know, I try not to have. I don't try. I got no agenda but to be the best of myself. And be the best that I can to my father. Like I said, father to me is God. When I say father, that's what I mean. So, that's exactly what I mean. There must be a lot of pollen or something outside. I don't know what it is. I know the air ain't blowing. I don't know. But anyway. But yeah, I was just standing there. I was like, I'm just appreciating. And once you realize the truth about life and what we supposed to really be doing, it shows you another approach. I don't know. It's like people forgot how we supposed to live. I'm an 80s baby, so I remember communities coming together, not destroying each other. Not only did they come together, they grew together. Yeah, they partied together, had bad moments together, but they didn't belittle each other so bad to the point of gossiping, tear down homes secretly. It used to be a time where it was embarrassing to gossip. Now it's like people are promoting gossip and just sit around and talk about each other and don't even realize the curse that comes with it is the fact that you're sleeping with each other, is the fact that you're doing drugs together, is the fact that you can't grow together, is the fact that you're tearing each other apart. That's the curse with it. True community that come together, they build with one another. They go from the projects to land together. You know, their kids play together. No matter what color they are, they grow together. They evolve together. Their kids become great athletes together. Like back when I was coming up, the whole neighborhood, the whole community played football and baseball, and we had a big field to do that in. Now they won't even let us do that. They won't even let us play football. I don't know what that is, y'all. They won't even let us play football. That's some reconstruction going on right there. What that is? See that? Ain't that weird? That's the kind of stuff I have to deal with. Ain't nothing on my face. There's some reconstruction going on. Some new. I get this every time that jacket start eating people. I told y'all better sit down. I'm scared of my ancestors. I didn't even want. I said it on Facebook. I said I didn't want to disperse my energy out that far because I know the process of it. For one, I knew it was gonna be long and tedious. But I also know the damage my ancestors is finna do to everybody who was sitting there torturing me for the fun of it, for what apparent reason. And you know, and the people that they listening to do it, them people are already cursed. You shouldn't even want to do bad to nobody. It's like people are promoting this bad, bro. It's like people don't even believe in good anymore. Bad originate from good. Bad, I hate to say it. Like if you birth a good, automatically a bad gonna come out of it. But it ain't bad or good. It's negative and positive. See what I'm saying? And so it's like people like, okay, well, how do you find friends? That's a good question. I never try to look for them. But if you want to find companionship, if you want to find love, loyalty, for me, Soul Tribe, your spiritual family. I mean, yeah, I think Soul Tribe. Is it Soul Tribe? Either way go. I gotta elevate. I have to elevate and pray, and let God steer me in the direction to find my soulmates, twins, twin flame. Cause you find them, like I haven't even met the one that I should have met online, but I know they feel for me. Even if they attack me, I know they stuck on my energy. I know they stuck. You think you stuck because of this, because of that. You stuck because of love. That's the beauty in it. You see what I'm saying? That's what God's trying to show all of us. You got all these distractions that's in between keeping you from coming together. All these distractions that's in between keeping you from coming together. And you don't understand where these distractions is coming from. It ain't for you to understand the distraction and where it's coming from. It's for you to give the distraction to God. Once you get a distraction to God, you need to focus on your emotional feelings, intents, and building yourself up. Getting rid of them illusion agendas. Getting rid of all that, because something is at work here. You haven't met this man. You haven't met this woman. But you feel drawn to them. That's love. You ain't got to go around them and live with them, stay with them, marry them, and all that. You ain't got to do all that. You can just get up to the point and you visit. And it's just going to get stronger and stronger. Like the flame when I got with her. Her whole intention was to please her, please that whatever she was hanging with, that group. And she was willing to sacrifice her own for it. And I told her, I ain't never heard of that in no lifetime. So it'll be new. But from what God told me, you ain't supposed to even think about attacking a twin soulmate or twin flame. And once you come around them, you pretty much stuck. It's science. Go ask anybody. You can even look it up, I think. It's science. Y'all stuck together. So I told her, I said, don't do this, because she was more into the darker side of life. And it did exactly what I told her it would do. She couldn't even get off and around me. And she was still, she had to stay close in proximity to me, even though all this other stuff went on, the way you feel like you gotta watch something like that, them illusions. She had to stay around me and doing all that messy stuff she was doing. I had to endure that. She wasn't doing it to hurt me. She wasn't doing it because of all this going on. Because she already knew I didn't care. I didn't care. I thought she was brave as hell to even do what she was doing against our ancestors in the first place. I didn't care. I thought she was absolutely brave. I ain't playing with them. I'm scared of them folk. Hey, them ancestors don't play. And I ain't scared of it. It ain't much. I'm scared. I ain't scared. My ancestors, I don't play with them. No, I don't play with my ancestors. I seen my ancestors devour everybody except the people in this house. And that's how I knew it must have been bloodline genetics or something. Or it was because of this purpose in life that I'm living right now. Everything had to wait up to this point. And now God can start breaking it down and putting it back in the right order. And that's really what's going on. But yeah, so all y'all ain't no different from her. Like the one that, the twin flame, the soulmate, all y'all, my name in your mouth. You worry about what I'm doing. You might talk bad about me. You got all this stuff going on around my energy. It don't matter. That's just an illusion to tell you that's why you trapped. But I told y'all before, y'all did any of that. I said, anybody who ever crossed my energy, don't leave. And if you ain't friend to me, you'll wind up an enemy to me, and you still don't leave. You'll keep attacking me until my ancestors decompose you. I said it. I've been saying it over and over and over and over. And you're in it, and once you start going crazy and you getting the money, that ain't winning. Money is never greater than God. I don't know why so many people choose money over God, but they do. Christians, religious, spiritualists, high vibrational people, everybody, just about everybody you can name, will quickly. They love God to the end, go to church every Sunday and Wednesday, be great preachers. Great. But when it comes down to it, and it's testing season, they finna fail that test. They finna turn God down for that money. They finna turn God down for that money. All right, what that mean? How did that work? Oh, that's easy. Let's say you supposed to, God told you to help one of his angels, help one of his chosen ones, or help a twin flame, or a soulmate. God put this in your heart. But in order to go help this person, you might have to lose a lot. You might have to sacrifice a lot. And you trying to get this person, well, if you just adjust this, as if the people around that person ain't already tried to adjust that person. But in your mind, you think, God gonna love you regardless. That's what the devil teaches us. That's what Satan teaches us. That's how Satan really works and operates. God gonna love you regardless. Ain't that what Satan told Jesus? God gonna love you regardless. All you gotta do is jump off this hill, and you can ask God to get His angel to help you. You won't even hit a rock or something. Your foot won't even hit a rock. You gotta get His angel to grab you. See what I'm saying? That's the same thing. That's the same thing you saying. If you just adjust this, you can come over here, and you have all this. But it ain't nothing on this planet. It ain't nothing on this earth worth more than God. So for people to even program themselves, so many people people to been programmed themselves to even think that way, that's scary within itself. That's scary within itself. Because money is an illusion. Everything we need is free. Even though they try to charge us for it, water free, air free. You can go buy some yarn and make your own clothes. You can buy some good yarn. You can go buy Gucci and Louis yarn. And it'll be way cheaper than the products you buy. And you can design your own clothes. You make your own clothes. A whole lot more of it. And that's pretty much free. You know what I'm saying? It's just being lazy. You know? You can walk the stores. It'll be more healthier. I used to tell people at school, I used to say, I kept saying it until one teacher finally answered me. I said, why do crackheads, and I was bad now. Y'all gotta look over the way I'm talking. I was bad. I said, why do crackheads and teachers live the longest? And one teacher finally said it. She said, because they walk. What teacher? I was in elementary school saying this. Why do crackheads and teachers look so young and live so long? I used to want teachers to die, bro. I used to hate school so bad. Let me shut up. I was just joking. Don't take that serious now. And I used to be like, I hope something sick, they get sick. I hated school, bro. I hated school. When I saw a book, I used to get scared to see a book. When they used to pass out tests, I get scared. Ooh, wait, I ain't never got so scared in my life. I bust out sweating. I look like One Punch Man. When he be looking outside of the eye, I be sweating. I be looking like that right there. Ooh, I hated school. So it got to the point where I would just be mad at school. And I just told the teacher, I used to just ask the teacher, why do crackheads and teachers live so long and look so young? They finally said, one of them finally gave me an answer. I mean, I went all the way up to junior high saying that. And I think 9th grade or 8th grade, one finally gave me an answer. They said, because they walk. I said, oh, hell. That might be right. She might be right about that, you know. But, anyway, not trying to, disrespect God or not. But, but yeah, that's what I learned when I went to jail. I thought about jail. I was like, I took that out. Like, what I'm trying to say is all the people who go to prison and jail, this world should be a better place. Because you should, even if I had a family, I still would have came out with that mentality. Because I let what I learned in jail help me out here. What I learned in jail taught me how to be content and peaceful, more peaceful out here. Because what I didn't have in jail, I realized that I got when I'm out of jail. So I need to be thankful for what I do got. You know? And like I said, if you ain't got a woman and you just got out of prison or something, you see somebody else, well, you need to practice perfect. You need to practice the fact that you can finally at least see a woman. And you need to practice the fact that you can thank God that you see somebody with a woman and see somebody happy with a woman. Or see somebody happy with a man and see somebody happy with a family. We need to learn to appreciate and congratulate. We've somehow programmed ourselves that this is L12, this is corny. That ain't no way that even ever gonna be possible. So just to think like that is corny. back when I was coming up in the street, gangsters and stuff made sure, like, if you was down and out and you decided you wanted to get on a drug, they'll send you back home a few times. And normally they wouldn't even sell you a drug unless they know you done started going out and getting drugs. And then they'll start selling you the drug. And they'll literally come to you and say, I'd rather for you to get your drugs from me, but they put poison and stuff in drugs. I'm talking about, I seen this for real, like, you know, I had a friend, a close friend of mine, sold a woman that we know, that we were real close to. A woman that took care of, she was old, you know, but she was on drugs. And he told her, look, just buy your drugs from me, because people put poison in drugs. He said, I don't want to sell it to you, but I sell it to you, you know. So, you know, it was just like that. Like I said, we had that's how I had programmed my group, my squad. And that's why we were winning so much at first, because we learned how to respect the energy. Like I was saying about a prostitute, a woman, she's out of hand, she's an info, she's all over the place. Okay, and if I got some pimper player on my team, that pimper player gonna grab her and redirect her energy before she contaminate everybody. You see the leadership in that kind of position? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I was a leader in the slums before I was a leader in anything else. I learned how to be a great leader in the slum. And nobody had to tell me I was a great leader. God told me I was a good leader. And as long as God told me I was doing good at something, I didn't care if nobody else cared if I was doing good at something. But I knew I was great, you know. But yeah, so learn to appreciate, because that's how it was. If y'all go back, I ain't the only 80s baby out here. If you go back, you can remember when people were getting blessed. You can remember when people was blessed. You can remember when family was evolving. You can remember when communities was coming together. We must ask ourselves, when did the torture start? When did the fraction start? When did the subtraction start? When did we start cutting off one another and killing each other? Because it's got to be around the 90s and the early 2000s. When did this start and why did it start? And let's get rid of it and alleviate the problem. There's no reason for it to even been started in the first place. It had to been a money gimmick. It wasn't nothing but another pyramid scheme. Get rid of it, throw it in the trash, it's all garbage. And if it's a successful family off of that pain and suffering, we turn their life upside down and put them in the slums with me. They could come out here and live in the slums with everybody else. They done put people in poverty their whole life. We shouldn't have a problem putting them in poverty. Leader stuff, that's how you be a leader. That's how you do make real leader move. You can't be, once they done forfeit their justice, there's no reason to be scared of their gangsters. There's no reason to be scared of their law enforcement. There's no reason to be scared of their legal system, because they already done forfeit justice. They ain't got nobody on their side. I ain't talking about go against justice now. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about whoever oppressing us all. This ain't even a color thing. It's somebody who oppressed us all when they did this little pyramid scheme. This was done by something wicked and evil. And it's gonna take a while for us to even figure out where it come from and where it originated from. Because it's good and bad and everything. You don't get rid of a whole organization because a group of bad ones in there. You just convinced to that organization. You need to filter out your organization, because your organization is what put this in place of all this complication. That's it. Real leader move, bro. That's it. But don't nobody want to do it. I don't know why. And every time I turn around, shit, I'm telling y'all, in 5, 6, 7 years, I've been hearing me and my ancestors been stuck in the sex round. Y'all, that is so irrelevant. I mean, I know it's for good purpose, so I'm not really dissing it. But at the same time, I ain't seen nobody grow. I ain't seen nobody evolve. I ain't seen no families come together. I've been seeing families get tore apart. I've been seeing people lose. I've been seeing homes be destroyed. in 5 years. I've seen as much pain and hurt and suffering in 5 years than I want to see a whole lifetime. So we just need to think about that, y'all.